there, my name is Carrie and today I am here to talk to you about animal adaptations within a desert, and really we're going to talk about the Sonoran Desert today, okay? And one specific animal is going to help us out, and that's the desert tortoise. Alright, so now let's talk about adaptations. An adaptation is something an animal needs or uses or has that helps them survive in their ecosystem, okay? So for the desert tortoise here in the desert. So now, what do all animals need to survive? Let's figure that out first. Hearing food, very good. All animals need food. What else? Water. Water's very, very important. That's fantastic. Great job. And I'm thinking of one other. Somewhere where you go every day, you actually sleep there. Very good. Your home. Shelter. All animals need food, water, and shelter. So now, going back to that desert tortoise, looking at the desert here, one thing I know about a desert tortoise is that they like to burrow underground for their shelter. So underneath the sand or the rocks here, that's what they do. What about food? What do you think they eat? Yeah, absolutely. They can eat the cactus, maybe the grass. They're herbivores. They eat those plants. Now, what about water? Now that's kind of tricky, you know what? Not really sure about water, so let's see if we can figure that out. Now you'll notice in front of you, you have 3 different things within your small group, okay? Do you see those? Don't touch them yet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make some observations about those 3 different things, okay? We've got sandstone, prickly pear cactus, and the sand, okay? So in your groups, you're going to make 2 different observations, and I want you to focus on what you see and what it feels like today, okay? And once you make those 2 observations, you're going to hold up those 2 fingers in your group so that way I know you're ready. Let's call them jackrabbit ears because we're talking about a desert, all right? So now let's pick up the sandstone first. Make 2 observations about that sandstone. I'm going to do the same up here. Got my 2 observations. Let me see those jackrabbit ears when you're ready. Seeing a lot of jackrabbit ears go up. Perfect. Okay, so let's hear a couple of his observations. Let's go right over here. Go on ahead. Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was rough too. I definitely felt that. Did anyone else think that the rock was rough? Was that one of your observations? Perfect. Yep. Definitely felt that too. All right, so who thought of something different? Raise your hand and show me. Over here. Go on ahead. It's light in color. Yeah, it almost looks like it's bleached by the sun, right? Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to that sand here. Let's hear a couple of observations about that sand. Remember, put up those 2 jackrabbit ears when you're ready. Got my 2 observations. I'm seeing a lot of rabbit ears up there, so let's go ahead and start talking. Let's come right up for here, up front right now. What do you feel? Feels grainy. Yeah, I thought that too. It almost reminds me of like sugar or maybe sea salt when I feel it. Did anyone else feel that? Great, yeah, so what's one other observation? Raise your hand. Right up front here, go ahead. Yeah, it's very dry and there's a lot of different pieces. Oh, and you also say that it's light in color, just like that rock. Very good. Those are some great observations to be making. All right, we've got one more to look at here, and that is this little guy right here, that piece of prickly pear cactus. So pass it around, make some observations, and put up those rabbit ears when you're ready. Got mine. All right, let's hear those observations. I'm going to go all the way back. Tell me yours. It's green. Yes, that's a great observation. It is green in color. Did anyone else notice that? Perfect. Okay, now what about what it feels like? Let's focus on that. Right over here. Go ahead. Yeah, the outside is very smooth. Good job. What about the inside? Who felt that and can tell me about it? Yeah, over here. It's sticky. Did anyone else feel that? Yeah, I did too. It's definitely sticky inside. Great observations. All right, let's take a look at these again. Let's see if we can figure out which one of these 3 helps a desert tortoise find its water, or where it gets its water from, okay? So does anyone have any thoughts? You know, first think to yourself on what your idea is, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of hands going up, so I'm going to come right over here. Tell me, what's your prediction? Where do you think these animals find their water? Oh, you're saying the cactus. That's a great idea. Did anyone else think the cactus? I did too. Yeah, why? Someone tell me why they thought that. Over here, yeah. Because it was sticky, it kind of felt like most like water. The other two were dry. Very good. Perfect. And you know what? That's exactly right. That's where a desert tortoise finds its water, is from its food. And that's true of a lot of desert animals. So great job with that. Very good. All right, thanks so much. I will talk to you soon.